Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back or welcome to ACO. This is the channel that you come to if you want to laugh, because that's what we do here. We do a lot of that. We have to, or we would go bonkers. So my name is Lara. I do all my stuff in chapter form. At the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials, but those aren't real commercials. They're fun. They're parodies and skits and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's what we do. Every creator that I use, I put in the description below, so you can always find them. Please give them a like, love, follow, all that good stuff. And other than that, let's just get to it. Chapter 1. Invictus 2027 is where? Oh, yeah. And our beautiful late queen and Prince George's birthday. Seriously, Roachel? Oh, my goodness. She's... We'll just go. Here's our sweet boy, George. Doesn't he look so grown up, you guys? I mean, honestly, time flies. Like, he's 11. He's 11. Wow. He's such a handsome little guy, too, isn't he? So polite and just a really well-mannered little kid. Very proud to have him as, you know, line of succession. And you know what? I never thought I'd ever have to say this. But isn't it amazing that we can actually see the heir to the throne? Like... It's not even blurry or anything, guys. It's a miracle. But having said that, we are going to look into what Roachel had to do to top a child's birthday. That's how low she is, a child. But of course, it was the same old, except this time, she's using people more and bringing them in and, you know, all that good stuff. So I saw this and I thought I'd read this out. You guys know I hate MSM, mainstream media. I try to avoid it. But this says, having to do set up pap photos on Prince George's birthday. What a desperate bottom feeder. How does Kimberly Paisley like being used for Meg's dial-a-pap? Disgusting. And I could not agree more. Underneath, someone says, Meghan Markle, stealing others' birthdays since 1990. It's true, you guys. Well, you all know. So I've got just 4 pictures. That's all we need because she is giving us a signal of something. And I'm sure you all get it right away. Her in that stupid white shirt. Why does she always wear it? But, well, I imagine she probably got about 8 million of them and just throws them out whenever she uses one. But other than that, there she is in her glory. Like, I wonder sometimes the people that hang out with Roachel, what they're thinking. Honestly, because isn't it strange? When you find it strange going to see someone and they're like, okay, let's go out, but first I got to call Backgrid. Wouldn't that just be kind of odd? Like, honestly. There she is with her rictus grin. No one else is doing it. Just her. And the lady's not even looking at the camera. She's just like, probably, what the hell am I doing? That's probably what she's thinking. I wouldn't even be surprised one iota. Here it is, guys. I circled it. She wanted, first of all, she's merged everything, of course. But she wanted the world to see that wedding ring. Oh, you bet she did. Because we all know the rumors are hot and heavy, right? That he's done. So she wants the world to know that they're still good. You know, although we don't believe that, but that's what she's doing. And of course, she's got to do it on somebody's birthday in the royal family. Of course. Would we expect anything less? Actually, not only did she do that, there is a ton of unbelievably stupid stupid articles out there. But I'm going to show them to you. I'm not going to read them all because as if. But yeah, we're going to look at what she's throwing out there. And it is insane, you guys. This one absolutely killed me. Honestly, she has this out circulating right now. Meghan reached out to a friend after news of her romance with Harry broke. What was this, 7 years ago? What even year was it? 2016, although we know that's a complete lie that when they met, but like 8 years now? 8 years. So this is an 8-year-old story that she is digging up out of its grave. It's been laying there, deader than a doornail, and she's resurrecting it. Meghan Markle's worried question to pal after terrifying realization about royal life. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry managed to keep their blossoming relationship a secret for some time before the news broke, leading to a difficult realization for the actress. I didn't even go on from here, you guys, because it's so nauseating. It's just sickening. So instead, I got someone's response to it, and I think it's pretty funny, so we're going to have a little chuckle. Publicity-shy Meghan Markle really didn't call the paps herself. No. She was so concerned and nervous when first dating Harry. Oh my God. Of course. I'm just going to call her Roachel. Roachel was terrified when it was made public that she dated Harry. That is an absolute crock of you-know-what. She wasn't terrified. She was thrilled. It is not like she put out tons of leads on Insta, bananas, bought a necklace with initials, or called the paps herself. Oh no, she was so worried about the attention. And it was such a sensation that paps flew in from everywhere, you guys, everywhere, to catch them in Toronto. Pigs seem to be flying everywhere. Is this ancient garbage the best she could do on George's birthday? Right? Remember this debacle? She actually put on there, you guys, think about this. This is for ladies of the evening, and I am not throwing shade on nobody. I do not judge in that way. But why would she write work hard? Disgusting. That's all I can say. Really. She knows what they have to do, and that's what she says. She's such a Looney Tune. Just another, headline from the Scottish Daily Express. Prince Harry the movie. Screen version of Spare could change everything for royal family and Meghan Markle. In what way exactly, I'd like to know, pray tell. How would it change everything? Everything? Probably nothing. Maybe something. Probably make it worse. That'd be about it. They just get crazier, you guys. What is she doing? She's paying them, but in which way? Because this is insane. The New York Post, really? Meghan Markle risked her reputation supporting Prince Harry amid SB's backlash, expert says, or whatever. What? Oh my God. He wouldn't even be up there if it wasn't for her. What in the Sam hell are they talking about? I have no respect for the New York Post anymore, if I ever did. This is just ridiculous, risking her reputation. Oh my God. You can totally tell that she is separating herself from Harry in so many ways, but at the same time, holding on for dear life. It is the most weirdest, craziest thing I think I've ever seen. And of course, this one, royal family. I hate when they put her down as a royal because she ain't. Roachel threatens new bombshell as she's about to be exposed. This is really interesting for me, you guys. I'll tell you in a bit here. Roachel could be planning her next bombshell on the royal family just as a new explosive documentary about her life is mysteriously put on hold. So this is the only part I'm going to read. The rest of it is same old crap. But this Okay. Concerns about Roachel's past have been increasingly mounting after a documentary aiming to expose secrets of the former Suits actress's past has been put on ice, just as the Duchess was said to be writing her own memoir, which could drop a huge bombshell on the royal family. The documentary, set to air on the ZDF network in Germany, has been mysteriously put on hold to allow time for more. I'll read this part out, I guess. Okay. The Duchess of Sussex team are said to be concerned over what details will emerge from it, with a source telling express.co.uk that the team behind it want to make sure that everything used on Roachel's correct. Meanwhile, Roachel was said to be plotting to launch her next explosive bombshell on the royal family by using the ultimate weapon, her memoir. Okay, so I've talked about her memoir months ago. I've warned everybody. I mean, it's not too much to figure out. Like, she's the one you got to worry about. And I don't mean for us so much. I mean, I worry about what that does to, like, Princess Catherine's health, her mental health, everybody, the whole royal family. That's what I think about. But what really got me, you guys, with this was it's from Germany. I just put this on something for you to look at, something that's cute and sweet while I talk about this bimbo. So Germany, you guys, is really big. In my Patreon, I can't talk about this stuff on YouTube. I really wish I could, but I can't. But Germany is big right now. They are pressuring the king to tell the truth about the children. Now, I don't know why Germany. I have no idea. But I also had a lady contact me from there as well. So this is no joke. This is a real thing. And I bet they are concerned because Roachel has a whole cemetery in her damn closet. Like, those bones be flying out her mouth every time she opens her gob. I swear to God. Like, they should be worried. They should be worried. Honest to God, they should be. So I thought that was a great one because yay, something to look forward to. So now I'm going to get into the Invictus part of the chapter. It's a clip. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to let you listen to it and let it sink in.
Just about to go to bed and I see this. Just announced. Invictus Games is coming to Birmingham, my hometown actually, in 2027. Oh, the British press are going to love this.
Wow. Hey. Now, here's my thoughts, guys. These are my thoughts and opinions. Everybody should know. 2027, 2.5 years away. Now, do you honestly think that they want Roachel there? Do you think Roachel wants to go there? I say a hell no to both of those. So my thought is something going on? Do they know a divorce is pending? Because why? Why? I have no words almost. Like, to go back to the UK. I'm sure by the time this comes out, everybody will know. But I'll also tell everybody who doesn't know that sometimes it takes up to 40 hours for my stuff to clear. But that aside, that's irrelevant. I just want you to know that I caught this for y'all, and I am crapping myself for y'all, just like I did, because I'm Canadian. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe it. I'm seriously wondering if there must be some sort of caveat to this. There has to be. Maybe Harry's getting the boot too. Who knows? But why, guys? Why? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't, because they're so hated. So hated. But I had to bring this to you guys because this was like right off the press almost. And I was like, holy crap. So here y'all go. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but to me, something else is behind this, no question. Okay, so I wanted to end this chapter with something good, and I want to keep our late queen's memory alive. I really do. it saddens me. I know she can't live forever, but that, like my grandchildren and stuff won't know her and whatever, right? So anyway, I found this little story and I'm going to read it out, and then I have a clip to show you, and then we'll get into some commercials. Okay. A funny and true story about the late Queen. Around 2005, the Queen and her personal protection officer, Dick Griffin, were walking alone one afternoon in the hills near the Scottish royal castle Balmoral. Two tourists approached them and engaged in conversation. Griffin recalls, there were two hikers coming towards us, and the Queen would always stop and say hello. They were two Americans on a walking holiday. It was clear from the moment we stopped that they hadn't recognized the Queen, which was fine. The American gentleman was telling the Queen where they came from, where they were going next, and where they'd been in Britain. I could see it coming, and sure enough, he said to Her Majesty, "And where do you live?" She replied, "Well, I live in London, but I've got a holiday home just the other side of the hills." He said, "How long have you been coming up here?" She replied, "I've been coming up here ever since I was a little girl, so over 80 years. You could see the cogs whirring, so he said, "Well, if you've been coming up here for over 80 years, you must have met the Queen." Quick as a flash, she said, "I haven't, but Dick here meets her regularly." The hiker then asked Griffin what the monarch was like in person. Because I was with her a long time and I knew I could pull her leg, I said, "Oh, she can be very cantankerous at times, but she's got a lovely sense of humor." The next thing I knew, this guy comes around, puts his arm around my shoulder, and before I could see what was happening, he gets his camera, gives it to the Queen, and says, "Can you take a picture of the two of us?" Then we swapped places, and I took a picture of them with the Queen. And we never let on, and we waved goodbye. Afterwards, Her Majesty said to me, "I'd love to be a fly on the wall when he shows those photographs to his friends in America, and hopefully someone tells him who I am. The world misses you greatly. Rest in peace, Your Majesty." What a cute story. Isn't that cute? She's so relatable. And saying, hopefully someone tells him who I am. Oh, rest assured somebody will. I just love her. So what I wanted to do, that was her loving side. I wanted to show how brave she was. Her grandson is nothing like her, sadly. Well, one is, but you know what I mean. So let's just watch this clip I have, one of the bravest times of her life.
On Burmese, 19-year-old horse, carried on all the birthday parades since 1969.
Burmese's biggest test came during Trooping the Colour in 1981, when 6 gunshots were fired at the Queen from the crowd.
It happened just before 11, as the Queen moved towards Horse Guards Parade for the start of Trooping the Colour. Six shots were fired. The Queen's horse, Burmese, was startled, but the Queen controlled him. A guardsman grappled with a man, helped by onlookers, as police rushed in from all directions to make an arrest.
Astonishingly, the Queen and Burmese continued the parade as though nothing had happened.
So it was Fiona who found this footage, and that's who the credit goes to. Isn't that phenomenal? Really? Like, man, she's just amazing. I can't, a mechanic in the war, just keeps on going. Like, it just makes me despise the Harkles even more for doing what they did to her. She deserved none of any of the bullshit that they hurled her way. But I wanted to just keep her memory alive and show her soft side and her tough side. So yeah, she was an amazing, incredible woman. All right, guys, so let's just have some commercials and get to chapter 2.
Really pleased how the Netflix series turned out because, everybody still hates me, so I can continue to play the perpetual victim, and I do that so well. But Harry's book is coming out soon. I'm very excited about that. And in the spring, breaking news, I am going to be playing myself in Meghan Markle, the musical. in the West End. And it's going to be a royal performance. So Kate and, Wills are going to have to come and see just how they ruined my life and how hard it's been already, because I was raised by wolves, left in the desert, didn't eat for days, became a prostitute, and now I'm a duchess. So what an amazing life I've had. People should really care. I mean, I care nothing about other people starving in America, the homeless situation, not my problem. I just need, privacy from me and Harry. That's why we sell our story for $60 million to Netflix. But, the girl's got to eat.
That encourages women and communities to embrace feminist ideologies and to investigate, dissect, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. Okay, now that I have made this about my favorite subject me, I can also tell you I am a complete narcissist. That said, I am a total nightmare. I am worse than a nightmare because you can wake up from a nightmare. I will just continue to haunt you. I decided to make the idiot Ginger my target and went after him, which, by the way, was surprisingly easy. I got Uncle Andrew to set us up. After a few nights with me, I had him ready to disown his family. I gave him an ultimatum and faked a pregnancy, and bingo. I got the ring. We did some stupid interview, and I realized I couldn't let the idiot Ginger talk, so I kept cutting him off. I gave BS answers and really didn't tell the truth about anything. I rarely do. We got married, and that's when things got real fun. I had that idiot Ginger demanding things for me. I was setting up the Oprah interview already and plotting my escape to California. I decided I know best about what looks good on me. So I fucked the alterations all up and the dress looked terrible. My hair. Oh, that was terrible too. Haz's granny told me I probably shouldn't wear white as it was my 27th wedding. Hello, Village Bicycle. So I decided she was racist.
Lovely.
Thank you, so dear.
Before we get into it,
Alrighty. Chapter 2, Roachel, plastic surgery, posture, and baby info. Okay, plastic surgery. Somebody asked me to talk about her nose, and then I just kind of went from there, and you'll see. Okay, so I found this, and it's from 2008 to 2023. You can see for yourself that there is slight differences, definitely. But what I have photos, but I decided to pick ones that are rare, that maybe you haven't seen before, because I don't want to just do the same all. And then I have a couple clips that are really interesting from plastic surgery. Plastic surgeon is one, and the other one shows the evolution of her face. So anyways, it's very interesting. So let's just get going. So I'm just going to start with a couple pictures of her, Dorito, and her grandma. Kind of see if there's a little bit of a difference. There definitely is here. By then, she already had at least one rhinoplasty for sure. I thought, what a great picture to show why Roachel keeps getting surgery. She doesn't want to look like her mom. And that is the truth as far as I can tell, because otherwise she looks just like Dorito. So we're going to start with this one. A very dear friend sent me this, and I have never seen this photo before. I don't think she could be older than 16. I really don't. You guys can decide, but that's what I think. Having said that, it's quite the photo for a young woman. But let's focus on her face. You can see this one actually was excellent for the face because it really showed her natural nose. So, yeah. So I'm going to try to go when she's a little bit younger to older. They won't be in exact order because if I went back to look at all the dates, you guys, it would be insane. Besides, MSM lies about the dates and so does she. So that's just how that goes. So I did some of my own compilations, and that's what I'm going to do first is some compilations of her face, basically. A definite change, I would say. Don't know about you guys, but that is just how I look at it. This one isn't mine, but it shows a very good comparison of the before and after. So I did this one mainly to show how much she photoshops her pictures. Honestly, they don't even look like the same person almost. This is one I've showed before, but it's so shocking. It's worth looking at again. It says, no, this is not when she was young. It's now. She literally photoshopped herself on the left to look like that. Doesn't even look like her. Not even close. Now, there is no way that's the same nose. Sorry. No. She most assuredly got work done. She actually got some put on her tip to elevate it as far as I'm aware. But basically what she's done is thin it. Instead of the broad on top, she's thinned it. Okay, so besides the holy hell bronzer, like this woman doesn't go get a normal spray tan ever. It's so weird. Her nose looks all kinds of wrong. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but I suspect, I don't know. she needed to get some help. So she obviously got revisions done. Another picture I haven't seen before. But again, thinner nose, definitely. A little bit blurry, but it's a side shot. She's actually kind of difficult to find side shots, you guys. Like, I mean, different photos, because I don't want to give you guys the same stuff. She likes to look head on, right onto that camera, man. Like, she's all about it. So, yeah, side views are a little bit more difficult. This is how she likes to look at the camera. This must have been when she still had her boob job because, yeah, it had to have been. So, yeah, it's really, it's harder to tell, but you can tell that the broadness is gone. She had one really early in life, I think, honestly. This one's just crazy, but, yeah, like, to me, it looks like maybe she still has some swelling from said nose job. Because I've noticed, I've picked up on every January, February, around there, like after Christmas, she disappears for like 6 weeks. That's when she gets her major work done. No question. How else could she? She has to, she has to take time off so that she can get everything healed. But this one looks a little puffy to me. Just another side photo. She's obviously, this is when she was in Nigeria, I think. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Another photo I haven't seen before, but very evidently still different nose than what she was born with. Another different picture. This one, I know she's had more than one done. I know she has. So, I don't know. Maybe this was after number 2. It's hard to say because I'm not sure how old she is, but she's married. But then again, who's she married to? She's been married most of her life to somebody or other. People say she is doing all this to look like Catherine. And I wrote, even the hair, Roachel, because like I put these together. That's not too far off. That is not too far off at all. This is one I put together. This is how her nose is starting to look, you guys. Yeah. So this is her last side profile picture from the SBs. Now, my thought is that her nose is starting to collapse a little bit. And it's from A, too much rhinoplasty, if that, because that can very well happen, like a Michael Jackson thing. And B, snow candy. I mean, there is really no other way of putting that, really. You know what I mean? I fully believe that, but that, like I said, that is just me, right? Okay. I'm going to put on a couple little clips, and then I'm going to get into some other things about her.
Has not had plastic surgery. Meghan.
Okay, so obviously they were showing that, yes, of course she has. That was, sarcasm, I suppose. But I'm going to put on another clip from a surgeon and see what he has to say.
Markle had any plastic surgery? Keep watching to find out. First up, those gleaming smiles. Meghan's dazzling pearly whites are often attributed to veneers. Veneers are custom-made tooth-colored shells that are placed over the front surface of teeth to enhance their appearance, giving her that radiant smile we all know. Now, about her nose. Meghan underwent a combination of alarplasty and nasal tip rhinoplasty back in 2012. Alarplasty is a surgical procedure that reshapes the nostrils to create a more refined look. The nasal tip rhinoplasty, on the other hand, involves altering the tip of the nose to achieve a more balanced and harmonious facial profile. These procedures might seem subtle, but they can make a significant difference in one's overall appearance. But
Major, you can see that Meghan has a great curl to her hair. She has a youthful infrabrow fullness. She has a flatter nasal bridge, a broad nasal base, and some tip bulbosity. At the age of 24, Meghan has a rounded hairline. She also has arched brows, and I think that she may have had veneers. Meghan has a strong cheekbone and jaw structure, giving her that heart-shaped face. She also has sharp Cupid's bow definition. At the age of 27, you can see that Meghan has, again, a short philtrum, and she has upper tooth show when just parting her lips. At the age of 31, I'm seeing some signs of a potential alarplasty with possibly a nasal tip rhinoplasty. At the age of 32, what I see is that Meghan's philtrum appears a little bit longer. At the age of 38, you can see that the lateral brow is starting to descend.
I think we can safely say, yes, she's had work done. So I just wanted to bring this up because last time I didn't know the name of it. The Habsburg, jaw was likely the result of the royal family's inbreeding. New research finds correlation between how inbred rulers of a notoriously intermarrying dynasty were and the prominence of their jutting jaw. So remember I had said it looked like that's what she had? So of course I have to have something funny with all of these. Habsburg family meeting. Okay, so heads we go ahead with the strategical inbreeding. Tails we don't. Flips a coin. Well, that's that then. But anyway, obviously I'm aware that Roachel isn't part of this particular family. However, her jaw, I think ever since she got those teeth done, those veneers, that there's been something weird. So I'm just gonna show a couple pictures. This is probably one of the worst ones, I would say. I think this was right after she got them done. I'm not for sure, but I know when she did, she was always playing with them with her tongue, and it was all weird. Another one. I mean, it's pretty inescapable, no? This one wasn't quite as bad, but definitely not the best. This one's pretty in your face as well. This is a really bad one, actually. The whole thing. Bad profile. That's probably why she doesn't get a lot of pictures from the side. I made this one a while ago, and I thought, oh, I get to use it. Beauty marker, witch's mole. Which one is it? Yes, I'm going to touch on the posture, is what I'm going to call it, to be YouTube polite. But this is, I said, what happened to the dance lessons? Weren't they supposed to help posture? Because you could see from a young age that she stood like that. This is just a lone photo, but yeah, it still shows that she juts her head forward. Here's another one. I don't know why I don't get it. Then I put this one together and I said, they say yoga does the body good. Okay. Yes, this is my handiwork. I'm so proud of myself. I can put them together now. But, wow. You just can't get away from it. It's just getting worse and worse. And I'm just calling it her posture. That's it. Okay, now I'm done with that. Probably will never talk about, well, I can't say I'll never talk about it again, but I'm not one normally to do that. So that's what I have to show you. I just have a little bit of things about the babies, not much. And then that'll be it. Well, for this chapter. I saw this on X and I was like, yo, this is a really good comparison. Women who are really pregnant cannot set their 2-year-olds on top of their belly. It hurts. I can attest to that. I had a 22-month-old, well, almost 2-year-old when I was pregnant, and there was no way. Number 1, notice pregnant mom holds her 2-year-old to the side of her belly. Number 2, not. Roachel, Archie is on top of her fake belly. Yeah. I just like that comparison. Lubug Windsor is always funny. Widely ironic, the only time Meg's knees were pressed firmly together was when she was pregnant. I just thought I'd bring this up again. A friend sent me and I was like, oh, I forgot about this. When she only had 3 fingers, you guys, on her lovely Photoshop job, you know, where they say that she's so meticulous, she would never ever let anything like, you know, what happened to Princess Catherine happen to her. Right, okay, well, you only have 3 fingers and a thumb there, chick, so I don't know how that works, but alrighty then. Frick. So I had a clip, but it's a little too long, I think, because the last chapter I find the most important. It's the funniest one, all that good stuff, and I want to be able to do it. So I'm going to show, I had 2 clips, but I'm going to show just one where someone's talking about the Portland hospital. And I also have one more thing to read, and then we'll wrap this chapter up. I lied. I have more. Sorry. I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot about this. So anyway, this is when she was 1 month. Like she would barely have missed her period. Looking back, this is unreal. You gave it all up, Roachel, for dog biscuits and jam. I saw this and just was like, wow. I haven't seen this photo before. I said, this represented RRF. Okay, wow. This was September 24th. She was like a month. What? This is a horrible picture. I just said, I don't think words are even needed. I mean, yeah. Wow. So I found this little piece, which was very interesting. I cannot recall if I have read it out before you guys, but if I have, it's very short, and I would have had to go through so much, but I thought it's worth reading again anyway. Meghan Markle's pregnancy guru shares the tips she offered for the birth of baby Lily. Dr. Gauri Matha, the world-renowned childbirth pioneer who counts Gwyneth Paltrow and Madonna as clients, reveals how she helped deliver baby Lilibet Diana via telephone. What? Dr. Gauri Matha, the world-renowned childbirth pioneer, offered remote support from more than 5,000 miles away via telephone to Meghan during the birth of the Duchess of Sussex's second child with Prince Harry, Lilibet Diana, on June 4th. The request from the couple came after the well-known holistic obstetrician helped deliver their son Archie at the Portland hospital 2 years ago. Really? Really? Because that's not at all the story we've been fed. And a friend sent me this, and I was like, yep, it's all about the wording. In a statement, Buckingham Palace said, the Queen, the Prince of Wales, and the Duchess of Cornwall, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been informed and are delighted with the news of the birth of a daughter for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. For, that's the word right there that changes all of it. Don't you think? I know it does. I know it does. My mom's an English teacher, my grandma. I know. It does. I mean, we all know. So it was a daughter for them. It wasn't delivered from her or of her body. So that's very telling. Very telling. I would love to know who this secondhand Coke is because they always seem to know quite a bit. I don't think the kids would upstage her. No one cares that much about seeing them, but that's my opinion. The kids aren't seen because they do not look the way she wants them to. Roachel has a very warped idea of beauty. The pictures released to the children are shot so that we don't know what they look like, save for the pictures and video of Archie as a baby, and save for the first-year pic of Lily with the very fine red hair and blue eyes. Here's what I've heard about their actual appearances. As we've seen, Archie is a spitting image of Roachel as a young child. See, I don't know. I think maybe they both look very similar as children, if you ever noticed that. Both Roachel and Harry, the close set eyes, I think. He's also reported to be Roachel's favorite and that she has little to do with Lily. My theory on this, if it is true, is that Roachel's original physical features are fine for a boy, but not for a girl. In other words, these children do not have red hair and blue eyes. Meghan is said to have been hell-bent on a little girl with straight red strawberry blonde hair and blue eyes. This is supported by the Todgers' comments about Lily's appearance in the crockumentary, and now Harry went on about her blue eyes. So, if that's true, I also heard and read that more than once that it was a Hispanic couple that had Lily. So I don't have a clue what's going on there, if she exists or what, but I do know if she looked the way that Roachel wanted, that child would be plastered everywhere. No question. So I'm just going to play the clip about the hospital and then we will wrap this chapter up.
I know for sure because it is my business, is when she talks about the Portland Hospital, which is where she gave birth to Archie. Now, the Portland Hospital is a terrible hospital. Let them come for me, I have receipts. I work as a parenting coach, and sometimes that involves being there for the birth, being there in the weeks after the birth, being a hands-on maternity nurse person. I have lots of clients who want to give birth at the Portland Hospital because it's the celebrity hospital. And I tell them absolutely not, it's a terrible hospital, quite frankly, it's dangerous. If they want a private birth, they can go to the Kensington wing at the Chelsea and Westminster, or they can go to the Lindo wing at St Mary's, which is where the royal family deliver. Because the Portland Hospital doesn't have an emergency department. So, if you are a high-risk birth or something happens during that labour to either you or your baby, there's no crash team, there's nothing. They will call an ambulance and you'll be sent to the nearest NHS hospital. So when Meghan was talking about, the emergency department, that's why we couldn't do the photograph in front of the hospital, there is no emergency department. That's an absolute lie. Also, when she said, my doctor works out of the Portland, so that's where I had to deliver, another lie. All those doctors are private doctors. They will go to whichever hospital you want to deliver and you will pay for the room, for the labour, the C-section, theatre room, etc. You pay for that and you pay for the doctor. The doctors don't specifically work out of one hospital or another. They'll go wherever. You go to the Portland if you want clout, which is why I don't work with clients who insist on delivering at the Portland. I don't know why she lied about this, but she lied.
Well, that was just another big ol' lie, hey? Man, that woman, she just can't stop. And what kills me is that these are things that are provable, and she still does them. What in the Sam? All right, let's have some commercials, and then we're going to have, hopefully, a little bit of a fun chapter. I did something a little different this time. I got my girl to do the blinds, so I haven't read them. I told her to make sure there's something funny in there so I can actually have an awesome, genuine laugh with you guys. I do anyways, but this time I don't even want to know what it says at all. And so we're going to have fun.
Hello? Hey, Serena Williams. Girl, I ain't going to that funeral. Girl, I was just like, oh, the doctor told me I couldn't travel. Girl, my feet are just swollen and I don't give a fuck. Everybody's mad that I'm not going to the funeral, but you know who is? Prince Andrew. A whole ass pedophile, but everybody mad at me. I'm staying my ass in sunny ass LA, okay? Was I silenced or was I silenced? Girl, someone at Archie's daycare said he gonna look like Blake Griffin one day, and he's asking me who he is. I was like, he fine, don't worry about it. Girl, 1 second. Mommy's on the phone, stop kicking me. Girl, Britons are kicking my ass in and outside of my body. Serena, you playing. You ain't gonna hit anybody with that tennis racket. Right, and I'm gonna be nowhere in sight once Kate starts crying and she wants to blame me for it. I'm staying right here. I ain't going over there to face Will and Kate plus the racist 8. 1 sec, Harry's coming out. Have fun, boo, bye!
Hello, it's me, Oprah Winfrey, and I'm here with the Fresh Princess of the US of A, Miss Meghan Markle. How are you? I've been better. So, you and the Queen have had issues? Yes, there were concerns about Archie being biracial. What? Yeah, they were afraid we were going to create British Drake. Understandable. She also didn't like that the only queen I would acknowledge was Beyonce. Well, that's just foolish. I think she's still bitter that Lemonade smashed her debut album, Tea Time. And Harry, how have things been for you? Honestly, it's confusing. Because people keep inviting me to the cookout. We're gonna have to teach you how to play spades.
He's tall and handsome and...
Okay, chapter 3. Aiko's water cooler gossip chapter. This is always the fun one. So I just wanted to start with a couple pictures I've never seen before, so I thought maybe you might not have. I wrote, she looks like a perfect Duchess material, right? This is quite the picture. I haven't seen this one either. It's amazing the pictures that are just coming out now. Just coming out. Lube bug. What the hell is that? Yet another fashion fail. And Meg thought she could land a deal with Dior. Dirty old man Flasher Mac. I thought I'd better throw something about has no balls in here. So I've shown this photo before, but it warrants looking at again. The man-child preparation 8 shows his real self, and Princess Catherine was sweet enough to try to placate this overgrown toddler as he's having a tantrum. How can he do and say what he has and allow his Ozempic Delulu first wife to continue her crusade of hate towards his sister-in-law, the beautiful Princess Catherine? She was far too kind to him. What a piece of shite he is. He should be banned for life, right? She actually put up with that? My God, she's a saint as far as I'm concerned. Another picture. It comes from one of those kind of, things. So I've had this picture for a long time, and I was like, this is before Harry on the set of Suits, WTF. And then I'm like, I found out, somebody told me, she named the doll Harry. You guys, she named the doll Harry. This is before they even were together. So yeah, that's why I brought it out, because I'm like, what? What? That's some twisted shit. So when I read this, I thought, yep, this is going with as far as I'm concerned, everybody has their own opinion, right? And that's cool. And I respect that. But because I know what she can do with documents and all that kind of stuff, and I've got something else to show you. I don't believe her age. I know people do, but that's okay. Because they put out there, like her husband, Meghan enjoyed a good party in college. Like most college students, Markle had a fake ID to get into various clubs in the area. And I said, Oh, they're putting out there she had a fake ID. I say Roachel had a real ID. That's what I think. And she just wanted people to think it was fake, that she was younger, but no, I don't think so. So this is actually kind of important. I have a friend in the States, and I asked her if she could get a copy of Roachel's and Doritos' birth certificates. And so I wrote, this is the truth about Roachel and Doritos' birth certificates from someone I trust. And this is her words. It has been very interesting trying to get info on that bitch's birth certificate. I was looking into it without FOIA to try to stay off the radar. Nothing can be found on her, her mother, nothing. I had my friend who is a genealogist try to start a family tree under the guise of building a royal family tree for history purposes. This is what she does for a living. So she knows ways to get things. Nothing. And that's right. The ones that's floating out there, those are fraud. Doritos and hers are sealed right now. And that is facts. So from me, y'all can believe what you like, but those are the facts to me. So if a genealogist can't even find it in the same, where they live, that just tells me everything. Okay, guys, we got to do the blinds now, or I won't have time for that in a commercial. The other stuff, I always have too much stuff, will be for the next video. But let's do the blinds. I'm excited because I don't know what they say. Okay. The illiterate one is in talks to use a brand name she's been prohibited by her family from using. July 16th. Okay, that's not that long ago. Markle slapping the royal tag on something declassé and tacky. Royal bronzer, perhaps? Oh, God. They'll continue to flail about and grift off the title until the BRF draws a line. Sussex Royal, she's crazier than I thought if she thinks yet another launch of some scummy item listed under yet another business name will be the product to launch her into the jet set. Me again is in the media in the UK today in an article saying she's furious with King Charles. She's accusing him of sabotaging her business because his company Highgrove released an organic honey at £50 per jar, and she's convinced herself the king did it deliberately, as the timing was suspiciously close to her sending out her scam jam to 50 celebrities. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I seriously think she's out of her mind. She is. That same article said Judas Harry was having to hold her back from confronting Charles personally because she's convinced herself he's the reason her business ideas are failing. Hilarious, like the king has time to sit around and plot against the boat hooker. And what's the brand name going to be? A royal pain in the ass? That's cute. Too bad Royal Flush Poopery toilet spray is already taken? What? Oh, God. Lilibet vape products. Classy. A line of child-centered items that keep them so quiet, it's like they're not even there. I love it. Queen Elizabeth II ordered Meghan's ass on a plane after the South African fiasco. No children were seen boarding the plane. The Queen took out the trash. I'm thinking if she does Sussex Royal or H on her products, she knows she'll get a cease and desist. Then she'll claim them to be valuable because those labels are rare. Grifter's gonna grift. She's never gonna stop. She's a total narcissist. Chuck in Parliament should just take whatever titles, styles they have away and let her continue making an ass out of herself. Then she doesn't have to rebounce anything when she runs for president. Do you owe money on a timeshare? Hi, I'm Meghan Markle from American Riviera Royal Timeshares Relief. Call now for a free quote. She's Nigerian now, so she's a scam artist. She always was. Sussex brand, Royal Markle. Buy some Royal Markle toilet paper from American Orchard Riviera and wipe your arse like a queen. Well, she's full of shit, so the toilet paper concept tracks. That seems beneath her. I'm sure she'll hire a peasant to wipe her arse. I'm envisioning the royal wipers in the movie Coming to America. Next, we'll see an ad in the Montecito Help Wanted section for a groom of the stool. Oh, my girl did good. She got me giggling. Alrighty. Blind item number 4, July 18th. That's not long ago. The illiterate one is already complaining because she and the ginger-haired one are going to be 6 billed at an event in December. Even getting that high took strings and egos being massaged. 6 is like just before the second commercial break. Okay. The event is a very Brady Christmas. They'll appear after Tiger the dog and after Cousin Oliver, after Kitty Carryall. Tiger says nope. According to his rep, Tiger will not share the stage with the royal ass hats. What? The outrage. She should be billed first, being a princess and all. Let me talk to Elon, see if more strings can be pulled. Apparently not enough or not far enough were pulled. I know someone who might know someone who can get pretty much anything done. You know, the Three Gorges Dam in China has been flooding. Yeah, they got greedy storing up all the water for electricity from the Himalayas. And now with the rainy season, they've got too much. It's all trickling down, and now everybody gets some. Oh, my God. I think they have a thing going on with Tyler Perry or something, I heard. I'll have to look into that. Oh, my God, that's funny. Okay, guys, we got a couple minutes left. Yeah. I'm going to get some commercials in for you. Thank you for being here. I always have a blast with you guys. Next time, I'm going to shorten one of my chapters and do longer for the ACO chapter. Let me know if you guys like the ACO chapter the most. If you do, I'll make it longer and all that good stuff. Just let me know, and whatever you want, I will give you. Okay, everybody, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Have a great few days, and yeah, enjoy.
Raise your hand if you've ever been called crazy.
Meet the many faces of Roachel, Meghan fucking Markle. Here's the gash for cash, the hired yacht girl for good times. But what really fucking annoys me is the fact that the British royal family, bless them, actually gave Harry the opportunity to be happy. You can marry a failed actress, a 2-time divorcee, probably with some kids somewhere you don't even know about, but all we want you to be, as a spare, is happy. And so, you know, marry her and be happy. Carry out your royal duties, do what you want to do, have a free fucking house, fucking have millions of pounds. But no, that wasn't enough, was it? Because Roachel Meghan Markle's pulling the fucking strings, Harry, and you're too fucking stupid to realise you've been played. You've been fucking smoked like a kipper.
Before we go, I want to introduce you to the Strive and Succeed candle, okay? It looks like any normal wax candle, doesn't it? Hey, Harry. Yep, but it's not. This candle has been organically enriched with a combined sweat of over 600 yoga sessions by yours truly. So you mean when it's lit, the scent of your sweat fills the room? Yes, Harry. And you'll be able to take inspiration the minute you smell it. So go over to the website and get yours today for $295.75. Oh, smells rancid. It sure does, Harry. Anyway, that's all from this week's edition of Meg in the Kitchen. So make sure to join us again next week. Bye!
COH was, at the time, I just loved his Insta feed. And, you know, I was living in the middle of nowhere in Toronto, Canada. And I didn't even really know the word royal. I mean, besides Lord Song, I love that song. It's an amazing pop rock ballad.
He's got Harris. Ramsey short. Shot to the jaw. That's staggered. That's staggered him.